Sun Tzu once said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. And that's basically this thing. Most people, when they saw it, thought it's going to be overpowered because it's going to destroy every tank, just like in War Thunder, and here in infantry-based game it's going to be terminating everything due to much more cramped space. When they finally unlock it, their opinion makes 100-degree turn. The questions immediately pop out: where's the bomb scope? How can I defend myself without gunners? Does not evaporate tanks? Those bombs have even hit the battlefield. And those clowns leave this bomber to be. Don't worry, I was this clown as well. I even said some of these things on stream, but fortunately not everything stays on the internet. Anyway, there's this group of chats, the Red Barons, the masters of this weapon. Now, you may say, for the heck man, just tell me how to aim. And I say, son of, I'm the tutor and you are being taught. So, if you remember the quote I read for you, there are two factors. First one, knowing yourself. That is, how to aim the bomber and how to control it. But the second one is knowing your enemy. Those two combined will give you the results. But starting with the basics. First thing you want to do is to move the scroll into the fucking space. You just want to juice those engines as fuck. Then, of course, you fly to the battlefield. You make a dive. And the last part is, of course, aiming. Since there's no bomb scope, you are forced to find some different measure. I personally use this part to highlight where I aim right now. And that's basically it, that's all. And the gunners are fully automatic, so the best thing you can do is just give them a good angle, and that's it. Hello again, I assume you turned the video off once you knew how to aim, tried it, scored 2 kills, maximum, came back. If not, then heads to you, my king. Now, let's do the harder part. You see, you need to understand the enemy tactics on all maps. And the key to understanding it is understanding your enemy, just as I said before. So here we come to the second part. And there are 3 stages of assault that are the key to understanding where the enemy is right now. First, spawn. Here your enemy starts, he's a perfect target here. He doesn't move, he's cramped in large group in small space, except he's most likely under some roof, and even if he's not, most likely he has spawn protection. Second, then he moves further to the danger zone. Here he will exchange fire with your allies. It's even better, he usually is in one position and can't really leave his cover, so he won't move. And what's better, he's usually too occupied exchanging fire to notice the incoming doom. And third, finally, he can move towards the objective. Here he will want to hold his ground, since that's the whole point of being in this crossfire. But unfortunately, most of the capture points are in some kind of buildings or shelters of any kind, meaning he will be safe from your bombardment. Now, let's make some tests, shall we? And the question is, where would you strike? And the answer is neither. The first point is pretty hard to hit. They can spawn at numerous places and they have spawn protections, and sometimes they spawn inside the buildings. So, the second point will be also in buildings. They will seek cover, mostly in some broken houses, which are frankly hard to hit. And the third points will be for almost sure inside the building. And the most bots will be dead by now, giving you not so many targets. So, what is the best target? Surprisingly, it will be the advancing soldiers. They will move slowly, trying to defend themselves. They will try to shoot back. They will be in lines, followed by bots, so there will be lots of enemies, and they are not so hard to hit, since it's better to aim at moving enemy than at enemy behind a brick wall. So, they will be also in open spaces, because they can't go through the tunnels, on most of the maps at least. And without mentioning that they will be shooting with your allies on each other, so at some point you will see flashing bullets, and that will show you where exactly they are. Now, it's important to remember that you have 3 drops, not 1, so you can actually attack 3 enemy lines at one dive. This way, enemies between those lines will get shell shock. This effect is making them easy targets for your allies on the ground and giving you opportunity for an assist. And, by the way, congratulations, you survived my English mumbling and maybe understood something. And since that's probably the end of this video, I'd like to just say that if you liked that, please remember to just leave a comment with your opinions and maybe some kind words. I mean, I tried my best to do that video. I just really need a pat on my head and say good boy. So thank you for watching and see ya.